Welcome back, ladies and gents. I am back with the analysts and James. So, guys, we just had the first map played there. It was fairly convincing, especially on the second half for Team Liquid. So, what did you make of that?
Actually, I want to ask you because I remember you telling me like this is going to be a really interesting game. So, what do you think was really interesting about DDK?
Well,
paid analyst.
Well,
professional caster.
Well, I felt like I feel like if Immunity had actually gotten the money going on CT side, and they played too risky with their money, I feel like if they got that under control, then it would have been a close match. But I feel like we didn't see the close match because of their money management. If kind of that's what the story was for me personally. Otherwise, it would have been an interesting game, Thorin. That would have been very close.
According to my verdict, that wasn't very interesting. You didn't sell me on that there.
Sorry
I mean, they had a good T side. We can give them that, right? Getting it 7 rounds and then
obviously that's more than par for the course. You think if you have a solid CT, you should win them after. But
I saw that I was like, okay, well this is actually doable. And then I saw, just getting stomped on their CT side, and then like I realized something that they kept on buying when they really shouldn't have.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
especially being so like when they start losing rounds, they should just at least save.
Yeah, I mean, there's that again. They lost on the second half on the CT where you need the most money. Yeah. They lost the pistol. They got the pistol armor, and then some of them still bought on the round after that. So then they didn't have money on their actual buy round.
Yeah.
So what was your thoughts on that, James?
They on top of all those situations, they got picked early as well.
Yeah.
They B seemed to be a repeated weakness for them, and even I think there were some situations where maybe they were re-peaking in the same kind of area a bit too many times. In situations where there's no trade for them if they lose a player, they're just gonna go down basically. So
you actually had that, yeah, I agree, because you actually had that. Like he peeked once, he saw someone, he would not even throw a flash, and then he would just re-pick.
Yeah,
it doesn't make any sense really. And that happened even like it happened on the B bomb side, especially out banana when they went aggressive, and then also on the A bomb side, like when there was no time left either, like when they were playing slow, just kept on re-peeking when they really shouldn't have.
And they had a lot of aggressive positions as well, which kind of lended to this. While losing guys early on, like the car plays they were going for, like really, really risky stuff. So I think, the consensus here seems to be, okay, T side pretty decent. All the problems were already on the CT side. But so we're moving into cache, as they call it in Oz. So what is how do you expect this to go?
I mean, I only saw Inferno being one of the maps that they could potentially win versus Liquid.
That should have been their best chance to win.
Yeah, especially since Liquid Veto does 2 away. I don't see them winning on cash. I think that's probably Liquid's best map.
Yeah,
I think it was coming into the. I'm not sure which tournament it was, but even back then they were saying that this is their best map.
If you remember when we watched the MLGX Games Aspen tournament, that's the one where they played CLG on it and they utterly crushed it.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. So I mean, I don't see Immunity winning this map.
Okay, we'll be jumping into the match shortly. So quick predictions on the score, guys.
I'll go pretty big one this time. I'll say Liquid will win like 16-5.
And you, Robin?
I'm gonna say 16-8.
All right. Okay, guys. Convincing match they're expecting. We're going to be jumping into this. Me and James will be casting at map 2 as well on cache. So, guys, I hope you're ready for the action here between Immunity and Liquid. And again, it really does feel like it's just going to get worse and worse for them on paper here with the maps, Cache and then Mirage. Mirage super good for Liquid. So, Knife is playing out, and it looks like Liquid are going to win the Knife round as well, James.
Can we stop saying cache now?
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
All right, cache.
Alright, so this is not a good situation for Immunity, to say the least. And the problem is, after such a disappointing CT side, how confident are they going to be? Even if they think they're up against it and they're underdogs, is their mind in the right place after such a poor performance on the CT side of Inferno? Following a great T side where they had a really good chance to, they put themselves in a great position to close out the map, and they barely closed out a round. Yeah. How do you keep your composure? You have 5-10 minutes to take a quick break, have a chat. What went wrong? What can we, what mistakes can we recognize and make sure we don't make on this map?
Well, it's all about having good fundamentals at the end of the day and being able to play, being able to be present. Like it's that mindfulness thing. Like it's a super important skill as a professional gamer, because the game is full of so many emotions. Like you can have so much disappointment, so much expectation that can be crushed. You can feel poorly about your own performance. That can affect your execution in the future. Got to get rid of all that noise. Be present. That's what composure really is about. And we had the retake opening here from Liquid. They got a strong defense on B. They can play the retake on A.
Look at this. Liquid looking for straight up violence straight away. We had 3 heads all lining up there. Only one of them going down, and Immunity going to get 2 frags so far. Still a CT in the B bomb site though. Adren with a little bit of a crossfire there. That's going to be hiding, dancing around the smoke. Nitro and Adren getting 2 more frags. Round going back into the control of the North American side. Only sniper remaining for Oceania right now. There's 1 frag in the bag, 2 more to find, and this is starting to be a bit doable. P250 will help as well. But those USPSs have very good range indeed, so it's only going to require 1 pop from either of these CTs.
And he has to go for a kill here, because if he goes for that bomb in the position that it's in, there's no way he can get out of that position again. So he has to get a kill in, and this is the way to do it. And they know that as well, so it's really just a battle of Sniper getting that quick headshot. That's what he needs to make this work, and he's got a bit of time left to play, but they double peek him, and Liquid, they should never lose that situation with the bomb in that spot, 2-on-1, and they don't. So good clean up from them. But yeah, it's got to be really discouraging for Immunity to start off on the T side and then lose the pistol like that. It was a really fast round as well from Liquid, and they're going to buy up all those SMGs as well.
By the way, the person who won the knife was Enraged 420, so congratulations to you. We will send you a message later for you to claim your prize. Back into the match.
Congrats.
Got Sniper with the Scout, so it's like he is a sniper after all. Ooh, these MP9s in a position to do considerable damage to this push here, but Tech9's in tow. Could go either way. So far so good for Liquid. 2 frags on the board. Lige opting for the pistol, but the bomb site has been lost. Bomb is on the floor though, so they may not get to plant it as Liquid are already all over them. Sniper finding a frag in mid. Gonna try and keep control of Vents, but he's been traded by Fugly. 2 versus 2 now. There's 1 player on the site for Immunity, but the bomb carrier, Ricky, needs to make it there. He has no idea what kind of angles these CTs might be holding, so he's going to need support from his teammate to make it and get the plant down. He's actually going towards CT. Are they going to go try for an A rotation?
This is actually really smart now. Adren's in position as going to be the first man to find, and he will go down, so that's really excellently done. Even if that was a 1-for-1 trade, that still gives Immunity a favourable position.
If you run through the wall there, Dan, you'll get there in like 18 seconds.
That's true. So Liquid's Fugly making his way through A main now. He's got full health and actually an incendiary too. So
look at that dirty plant. They've planted it for short and CT as opposed to planting it on the site, which gives them more opportunities. The longer he takes, there could even be a flank or somebody in Squeaky. As you can see there, he's looking all over the place to try and find these 2 players. And there's the first one, Ustillo. Ricky left with 18 HP, so I am not playing the crossfire. And it may cost them. Has he got time to get the defuse? He's got the kit. And that should be the round for Liquid. It's going to be a close one.
he's got it. Just barely, but he's got it. But the damage was done. Bomb planted, 4 men dead. This is a guaranteed buy here for Immunity. They just have to buy in a spot like this, because they did so much damage. Well, I mean, you would definitely see a team like Envious buy in a spot like this. I guess it depends on the style that the team wants to play. But if you have those Tech9 armor grenade strats, they've got enough money to just buy Tech9 armor full grenades. So if you've got one of those set plays, you're going to be up against a lack of weaponry. You can make it work, and you can see that. So they're just going to go for the straight up mid push. They don't have any investment really, so they're going for a hardcore save. To be honest, they're going to have loads of money in the following rounds after that bomb plant. And Immunity are now holding middle, and I like this change of pace. They've very fast, and then they slowed it down. Now, what they want in this situation is to bait out a peek, and it's going to be a Dren on main, and that's it. They get the frag. They needed to find out what was actually going on because Immunity slowed it down, and that's how they capitalized.
Right, we've got Fugly Dinks, but he's still in a strong position to try and get some more frags. Ustillo closing the distance and finding a trade for his teammate. Elige going to take down Ustillo, so trade straight back for Liquid. 2 versus 2 now. They still have the superior weaponry. Rookie only affording a P250 despite all these frags across the map. Ooh, Elige caught with a flashbang out, but doesn't get taken down just yet. Ricky down to 4 HP now, and it's 1 versus 1. Needs to find the 1-tap, not going to do it. The P90 too strong. Yeah. And Liquid, at a considerable cost, will keep the clean sheet so far and make it 3-0.
Well, Immunity, if they didn't buy in the last round, they 100% are going to need to buy now. And imagine, I mean, if they had gone for the buy there with a strat like that, how much damage they would have gotten out of it. I mean, of course, it's hindsight, but the fact that the CT economy is in such just complete shambles at the moment. I mean, what buy have they even got to show for themselves right now? Well, it's going to be full M4s and one incendiary on a leash. So lots of cash in the mix here, but look at the money on immunity. Full everything. Got the AWP on Ricket, and we haven't really seen much of Ricket. Oh yes, the jump boost there.
Oh
very
yes.
safe. Very safe. So they can, and this will also afford them the opportunity to leave Nitro kind of there and just put more presence towards middle as well if they really want to, at the start of the round at least. So immunity, yeah, looking for some picks. They've spread themselves across the width of the map at the moment.
Interestingly, Liquid have basically left a Liege in the vents to control the entire mid area. We had a 3-man stack on A from Liquid for a short time. Adreno's rotated back to the CT side of mid, so taking the safe route as opposed to crossing. So let's see what IM have to offer. Still keeping their cards close to their chest. And they seem to have people heading over towards B bomb site. That's an interesting smoke. So let's see, they're going to make a wall to allow them to go straight into the vents without being headshot as they jump up either. So Elige needs to hold for his team now. Nobody covering the angle for Ricky, and he's going to go down for free. Trade coming in from the nade of Imagine. One CT on the site for him to find. Dap's going to find the first frag. We've got flashbangs coming in. Eventual trade for Sniper. Fugly's in a position to try and put a stop to things here. Adren with 2 quick frags, and it's just Imagine versus 3 now. Bomb is in the middle of the site. And he will go for the plant now. We'll go for the fake, in fact. And now the CTs are close, and he's going to not even have time to do it.
And what's worse is they kill him after time, so that's what they really wanted. And oh, that's a rough situation. They're doing so well on the money. You can see that's you know, they could still have actually bought.
They had no one covering Checkers.
No.
Ricky just got taken down for free while he was covering the other side of Checkers. And yeah, it's a bit of a faux pas. So Team Liquid make it to 4. And Immunity forced onto the eco once again.
Immunity was so close to actually turning everything into their favor, but now Liquid look to, they should have a clean round for the first time in quite some time now. 2 guys will go down here for Immunity. And actually, you know what's really helped Liquid is that a lot of the frags that they were getting earlier on were with those SMGs. Because they were losing loads of players. Like, they had 2 rounds where they lost 4 guys early on. And that usually would have, well, in a pre-SMG patch, would have such a huge impact on your economy. But they were able to get so much back with that, you know, $600 kill reward to allow them to have all the nades and stuff like that. So 4 incendiaries on their part. We're back to a full buy for Immunity. They're 5 rounds down now, and we've got a push coming in from Liquid to take A main. Now, trade's coming in. Nitro has to hit the second. He will. Now, would he go and try to smoke off A main here? It looks like Immunity still want to take control of it. Rick here just, you know, showing his presence there momentarily. That's going to discourage Liquid from retaking A main, but they've done enough damage.
They have indeed. Sniper in mid for the time being, but ooh, they could go for an A split here. That'll probably make the most sense with the limited numbers and the map control they have for the time being. Ricky maybe making some noise in the squeaky area there. Trades coming in. I'm not sure if the bomb was sighted there by Adren. And now Liquid are a bit stretched. So Immunity, while they are a man down, if they can take over a site here, they may be in good stead to close things out. See the push there just before the smoke went down, which will give Liquid the info they need. The AWP, though, will take down Nitro. So bomb site is in control. Now they have a good situation where they can get their first round on the board. 2 versus 1 now. Elige coming in from short to try and take this for his team. Keep their clean sheet intact.
He's moving in now. He knows that Rick is on the angle, but Ricky will hit the shot. 5-1. They pick up their first round finally. Immunity have been so close to doing that for so long, and you can see that reflected in the money of Liquid right now. They're pushed straight onto potential eco here. Lots of cash on Adren, so we could drop some pistols or something. But okay, he's actually going to go. Are they actually going to full buy? Okay, they're full buying. Adren is going to get everything. Sometimes in a spot like that, you would see Adren either drop some pistols or just buy an AWP, and then that's it to even up the money and see what they can get done. But no, they've gone for the full investment here. So this is risky business here from Liquid, but Adren going to pick up the first kill. The Stulo goes down, and we have aggressive placements of players here. A knife coming in from Nitro over the boost, but there was a trade.
Don't see that every day. Liquid definitely feeling confident about a 2-0 here. We've got the pop flash coming in for Adren to allow Fugly to peek, and that's going to almost get him a kill. James down to 15 HP. The second flash coming in, and he is all alone in A main with no eyes and no more life. 4 versus 2 now. This buy has worked out swimmingly for Team Liquid. Seems very clear to me that they just decided they are more skillful than this team. They are superior than this team, and they will buy and they will win. Liege in a strong position to close out this round. Sniper though a bit paranoid of his back. And we'll have to keep an eye on the timing here, as often the moment you look away is the moment you die here in this game.
Okay, Imagine's in a great position, but so is Liege. Liquid have a decent spread of players at the moment, but Imagine can really make things happen for Immunity. Now, Fugly waiting in the corner there. Is Imagine going to be able to get the right angle at the right time? In goes Sniper, but he's going to get taken down by Fugly. Imagine he's got 3 players left to find. He's got very limited time. 12 seconds left to plant the bomb. The nade is good, but in comes the Liege just in the nick of time. 6-1 is the score. And you know what's really interesting is that Daps got a knife kill when it actually was kind of important to their economy.
Was it Nitro? I think. Who got
sorry,
a knife kill?
Nitro. Sorry, yeah. But when you see knife kills, usually it's not really actually impactful on the economy because they're going for knives because they're so far ahead of you already. But
yeah, that was quite an interesting round there from Team Liquid, and they made it work, and fairly solidly as well. Those double pop flashes into A main did the trick, killed the AWP. So 6-1, Immunity need more rounds on the board here for their CT side. And again, hopefully their CT side will be better than in the previous game. So insta re-smoke there by Liquid. You can see they're preparing for the eco push here. Got the MP7 on deck. Only going to get them 1 kill though. And we should see the plant here for Team Immunity. 3 people left on the site. Picked up 1 M4 so far and an MP7. Adren, he sees a fish and he wants to blast it out of the water with a cannon. That flash though going to leave him exposed. And they're trying to nade Sniper out of his position. He's got so many guns on him, but he's wasting so much time as well. The CT is going to be forced to try and push the site despite the baiting from Sniper. There's only James left now. Where is he? That's the question. 1 frag, traded immediately by Liege, and it's another round on the board for Team Liquid. Another expensive round, only surviving with 2 players, but another round nonetheless.
7-1 indeed. So, the thing for Immunity right now is that they have been getting the bomb down. I mean, they're not having like too many problems actually taking the bomb sites. It's just they don't have a situation that's efficient enough that they can have strong after-plant situations. It's always a little bit scrappy, and this is giving Liquid all these opportunities to get back in on that retake. And they've been fairly clutch in some of these spots too, which is nice for them, obviously. So Adren's still on the AWP. Rick are going to be a Molotov the way at the start of the round, and the running boost being set up here straight into the corner position there, just outside of A main, and that's really powerful. And they make it again, so consistency here from Liquid. Nitro in that position. You don't have any sound cues from it really, so that's part of the reason why it's really deadly. He's got the silenced M4 as well. It's going to buy him key seconds if they do push through before they discover where he's actually shooting from. Yeah,
you can see some mollies on the Immunity side, but Team Liquid started with 4 mollies and they still got 3 left. They had impeccable timing to get the molly onto the boost spot just as the boost was coming in. They've really denied Immunity in a lot of situations on both maps with these Molotovs. So we'll see Immunity trying to force the issue, but again, Nitro in the race position. He's going to find himself 2 frags. Do they know where he is yet? The third one could be coming in here. 6 HP won't be enough for him to survive. Sniper finally getting 1, maybe consolation frag here. Elysian Fugly though, quite tagged. This could spin around, but they have the superior angles. The bomb's down in no man's land as well. Rick is left with a hope and a prayer, and that will not be enough for him. And Liquid get yet another round on the board here.
I actually like what, again, I like the idea from Immunity there, because we saw these metagame shifts in Europe previously when LDLC first started playing with Happy, when they first started that lineup around that kind of time. It was very popular because of Happy. These strats where every CT side would smoke off A main. They would always do it at the start of the round. But what happened was LDLC back then, they created a strategy where they have all the kind of cues of how to like throw nades through the smoke to completely just like have a super fast set play that is not telegraphed at all. And that's what they did there. That's what Immunity did. It didn't work out so well, but we do have a lot of trades here onto the A bomb site as they move in, and they seem to have a lot of success with some of these pistol rounds with the fast pace.
Team Liquid left with only 2 players, and the bomb is on the opposite side of the map to the bomb site that they have control of. If Liquid choose to push mid, then things could get very weird indeed, but looks like they're going to choose to push short. Sniper has an opportunity to take out both these players. Maybe a bit too quick on the trigger there. Manages to find a frag in the end. Could have gone straight for the head. But now there's a crossfire situation, and Imagine will clean things up. So they survive with 3 players and finally double their score. But it's only 2 then.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, they had a similar situation on Inferno. We saw them able to take quite a few T rounds just with the Tech 9s, or just by having really fast pushes with the pistols. It seemed to be problematic for Liquid to deal with in certain spots, and it's always going to be strong, of course, but that's going to claim them their second round. Now here's Ricky looking for that fast timing pick, can't find it. Now Liquid re-smoking A main again, and Nitro up close to the smoke. Looks to be another A play being set up here by Immunity. Now Liquid going to be able to deal with this. Have they got the info yet? Still early in the round, they can't be sure of what's going on, and that's another reason why those A main smokes can be kind of dangerous. Is that you don't know if an entire team lineup can be basically hiding there, just as we see now.
Right, so Sniper getting taken out by Fugly, exposed, no trade there, nade in his hand. And that may slow down the Immunity push, although the nades are beginning to come into the site. But this may telegraph what they're doing, although it's only one person throwing nades at the moment, so if Liquid think it's a fake, they're not buying it. Rotation's coming in from B, Elige pushing through, so James and Ricky need to move fast before this flank comes in, and this flank is coming in fast from the mid area now.
Oh,
James,
very sneaky moves.
He just got crucified on short there.
Yeah. And Rick is about to... Oh, he's not going to get flanked, in fact, it was a mid-play, but Liquid, they stopped that push. And it was very staggered, wasn't it? It was very, very slow and drawn out in this round. And Liquid had... It felt like they had a lot of time to kind of slowly respond and get good positions, good counter grenades. And that really allowed them to have all the comfort. And now all the confidence as well. You can see that there's more smiles on Liquid. They were a bit deflated yesterday after losing to Fnatic, but obviously... It's always going to be a really hard match, but this is looking much better for them, obviously.
Yeah, at the moment they're running over Immunity, and that's always going to be good for your confidence going forward, but they can't get too carried away with it. So going for rush towards B bomb site now. They've got 1 frag so far. Daps trying to hold things down, getting traded by Ustillo. And we'll see the bomb plant go down. We've got the flank coming in from... I believe that's a Nitro, there you go. He's going to find a frag onto Imagine, so now they're going to have to face an offense from 2 directions. We'll see if this hold and these angles will be enough for the T side.
Oh, that's a great incendiary there from Nitro, but he goes for the second nade, gets caught out, and Fugly on top also gets dropped as well. So 2-on-1, this looks great for Immunity. The bomb is still ticking away. Adren on the bomb site, but they have coverage from Checkers. Adren tries to fake him out, but... Gonna miss the shot. Immunity pick up another round, 9-3. If they can make this 9-6, then definitely they're going to feel much more confident going into the second half. But anything short of that, I think is going to be quite a struggle for them, as it puts so much pressure on that pistol round, doesn't give them much of a buffer to work with. And we're going to have to see now if Immunity can keep stringing rounds together, because their economy's not secure right now. They can get broken pretty hardcore if a Liquid are to have like a good round with these pistols, and there's a couple Kevlars in the mix as well. So they've got some utility, have Liquid.
There's a pop flash once again into A main. And this time it's going to be Ustillo caught short, tagged down to 21. That's going to be... Oh, actually, he gets a frag onto Fugly, but how long will that map control last? He continues to push and loses to Adren and gives him an AK as well. What impact will this AK have on the remainder of the round? We can see the bomb hovering as they're looking for a two-pronged assault through Squeaky and short onto the A site. So it may turn out alright after all. Adren just holding an angle in A main in case they choose to push, and they will, and just pop him straight in the face there. Only 2 remaining. AK down for Team Liquid. 2 5.7s, a flashbang and a defuse kit. How much more damage can Liquid do?
In comes Elige from door. They don't know he's there. He's going to be popping the head of Imagine, but doesn't get a follow-up. James is there to cover, and Daps moves in now as well. He's got himself an AK, picks it up, but it's not going to do much damage just yet. 2 players from 2 angles, and that's another round there for Immunity going forward. So stringing them together now, and that wasn't super clean, but you know they're starting to get a little bit more secure on the money. But it is close to the end of the first half, so it's starting to be less and less of a factor.
Yeah, now they've got 4 rounds on the board. They could even end with a potential 9-6 here. You can see their money starting to get limited for Liquid. 2 FAMASs coming out, no AWP. So they could end up with a reasonable score after all. We've got a very aggressive push here from the CTs in the mid area. Are we going to see a boost again? Will the knives come out to play?
Oh, they're going over the top here. 3 players below Ricket. He has no idea. He hasn't checked below. Now he checks, and they are going to trade on him quite easily. And also, the death cam, I think, of Ricket will show that there's 2 players close to middle. And having taken down 1 player, now Immunity, they should be able to presume there's 1 on A, 1 on B. Now, if they can just take away middle, or go for a fast play to either side, they could cause a lot of issues for Liquid. It's a lot for them to work with, and they're going to try to go for the mid take, but Fugly's going to win the duel against Justillo. In comes the spray, and Imagine finds himself the trade, so trade off the trade, but it's going to be Liquid who are ahead, and it's going to be the B play for Immunity that could save the round.
Alright, so Elite to try and hold things down. They've got the pop flashes coming out from the headshot position. The bomb has fallen as well. It's only down to James this time with the orb, having to pull out the Tech 9 insta trade coming in from Liquid. And you have to wonder if Immunity were just too distracted by the plays in mid. They threw a lot of nades in there to try and flush them out. Didn't work. Put Justillo in there on his own. He didn't win the duel. And it ended up costing them quite considerably, leaving them with limited players to push the site, man disadvantage as well. Things just not going their way in that round. And now it's them with the limited buy here, and Team Liquid with the AWP.
Okay, so, wow, Adrenaline getting tagged down to 4 already. This could be a really nice opening for Immunity, but he's got some coverage there as they move down into the checkers area. Imagine gets 2 frags straight back into Liquid, though, so they are cleaning up these Liquid players. And it's a big rotation coming in from Liquid. Fugly and Nitro going both to B, as they did see the bomb in that area, but with the Immunity with so much time to play with, they don't even need to go. They can boost the bomb back out. They know that A is clear, so they might, in fact, they are going to go for that exact play and leave 1 man into checkers. And they have Sniper just closing in the back, so really nice round from Immunity. This should be the 10-5 for them, and there it is. Immunity 10-5. But that, again, it does put a lot of pressure on this pistol round for them, and we're yet to see today a CT side from Immunity where they have money to play with, so I'd be very interested also to see them working the AWPs.
As you can see in your screens there, we are running Razer are running a 20% discount on all their products during the LAN here. So if you want to get yourselves some Chroma Death Adders or one of those new on selected products, sorry, and one of those new Chroma 10 keyless keyboards, bit.ly/Razer exclusive. So Immunity have given themselves an opportunity to show what they can do on their CT side. They're 5 rounds on the board. I was getting a bit worried for the longest time, as you can see in your screens there. They only had one round in the bag versus the 8 of Team Liquid, but they've brought it back to a more reasonable score.
Yeah, they're definitely struggling at the beginning, and it wasn't on Inferno. It was their CT side that was the problem, not their T side. So I'm very curious. Again, I mean, we because of the way the money management has happened with in recent matches for Immunity, we haven't seen the AWPs come out all that much. Ricky, AWPing here and there, but he can have a really huge impact on their game. So if he can get the AWP going, and potentially we can see, James is quite good with the AWP as well. We can see, multiple players can AWP on Immunity, and this is a map that 2 AWPs can work quite well on. Hey, they might be able to pull this one off. We do have 3 Kevlars bought by Liquid, and a few nades on Adren and Daps, and they're looking ready to bust over the top into middle here. Might be a bit of a delayed timing though, and Daps is going to provide a bit of distraction on the A site.
Yeah, I wonder if that will force the rotation, and Cash is a map where we're seeing very different pistol strats from a lot of teams. And here's another one from Team Immunity. Push coming in the mid area now from Team Liquid. And they will find the first frag onto Ricky as well. So we've got double stack into the vent area. First frag going to come in for the CTs. And the T's are all the way through to CT. So this is getting a bit weird here, Dan.
Yeah, it's really, really bizarre at the moment. Sniper and Imagine getting caught really poorly. Oh no, Sniper. Wow, how did he get that shot? Excellent stuff by Sniper. Picks up a second kill, and he's got 1 HP. This is so difficult. Fugly will finish him off. 11-5. Liquid. Oh, the unthinkable situation for Immunity coming to pass, and they lose the pistol round. What are they going to do?
Well,
apart from by pistol armor.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, Dan. I don't know what else they could do. Apart from that, or do nothing. Well, seems they're opting for the conservative play this time, as opposed to carnage, madness, bedlam, anarchy.
And just because that's different from what they have been doing, and their money has been the issue a lot of the time, it's cool to see them doing that. Oh, the backwards run there for instance. They're doing it with style. They're topping Liquid, who are doing the front run.
But is this the right time? Is this the right time to do it when they're more or less going for a full eco as opposed to using it on a full buy round?
Well, they're deciding to stack the A site, so why not? I mean, they're going to be going for it, fully committed, all the positions, and Liquid they know that this is what they have to watch out for. It is the easiest way to lose a round, and that's the question you got to ask yourself when you're the team ahead here. How can I give away the lead?
Daps has cleared checkers on the B bomb site, so he's going to make the call to the Americans, and they should make their way there while Nitro runs distraction towards Squeaky.
And so, and this is the thing with the stacks, is that you're not aiming to win a round necessarily with the stack. Of course, that's great if you can, but doing the damage, doing economic damage is what is a realistic expectation. But so you go for the stack, doesn't work out in this situation, that is the case. So then you go for the exit kills. So you can still get the damage done. So it's always a really nice option in the position that Immunity are in. But you can see that Liquid are, they're pretty smart, and they left the man in middle to catch rotations, and he managed to catch quite a few. So going to be Usilo against Dren here. He will go down, and that's some extra money being made by the SMGs there.
There's Mr. Adren, YouTube sensation. Teaching. I learned a lot of smokes actually. I had a obsession with the grenades in Counter-Strike from watching his videos. Made me explore them on my own. So helped a lot of players, has he, with his little YouTube channel. Definitely make sure you check it out. 12-5. Team Liquid leading Immunity on the second map. Looking like it could be a 2-0, but don't count Immunity out just yet. We've got the 5 FAMASs coming out, following the eco rounds in the previous.
And this might be something that Liquid could be expecting, because they would have noticed that there was no armor on the players and no 5.7s or anything like that. So here they go. FAMAS coming into play. Stillo at the back of the site. What damage can they get done here? They're quite low. They've taken down a player though. And Liquid committing into the A bomb site. Nitro finds the frag onto Stillo. But Immunity have had quite some time here to get the rotations going to stop this bomb from going down. But they won't succeed there. But can they succeed in the retake? In they go. Trades are real. 2-on-2. Imagine and James coming in with their FAMASs, and Fugly around the back. They haven't spotted him. The defuse coming in from James. He's got no cover at all, but there it is. Imagine is actually going to find Fugly just in the nick of time, and the defuse will happen. Costly round for Immunity, but they get it on the board, and that's the most important thing in a surprise buy situation like that.
Yeah, that was a very key round indeed for them to win. You see a bit of frustration there on Daps, but that's an important W for Immunity. And now we'll see if they can make it. If they can get any momentum. We haven't seen that much momentum on the CT side for them so far. So hopefully this is a start, Dan, of something beautiful.
But this is the real round that's dangerous, because if Liquid win this round, obviously they reset Immunity, and Immunity, they lost everyone but one guy. They aren't playing with much money. And look at this, Liquid going over the top really fast. They know that with those AKs, they've got a massive advantage on these engagements in the mid area, and they're going to abuse the hell out of it. Rick is up there by short. He'll be able to spot it into mid. And I like that Immunity basically said, hey, we cannot contest mid in this round, because they're right. It's definitely not favorable for them. And Liquid also identified that, and they're taking it away from them. So we've got a nice kind of mutual understanding here so far from both the teams.
Team Immunity with 3 flashbangs to last them this round. 3 flashbangs to try and take an advantage, or to counter flash as a push comes in. Imagine holding 2 of them. He is on the A site, where Team Liquid seem to be headed. You can see Ricky playing the forklift position, but they're getting flanked. Ricky winning the first frag and getting the information for his team. And there's another Liquid player just walking out and should have get taken down, but it's going to be Ricky getting taken down by Fugly. So push coming onto the A site now, which should be more or less cleared up. We've got Usilo trying to come in to mount some defense. No nades left for Immunity either in this 3 versus 2. Sniper trying to catch up, trying to help his teammates. They've given this position away. Oh, there's advantage enough for him to find a bomb carrier, and now they've got a crossfire position with Fugly left on site on his own.
Oh, and they are going to be able to win the round. So crucial. Oh my god, I can't imagine how relieved they are to win that one, because now they're going to be in a position where Liquids are going to have a worse buy. They might decide to go for the Tech 9 armor. They do have the money to do it, and they do have the ability, of course, to break the economy still of Immunity, but they're going to be conservative. They're just going to get a few pistols, they're going to get a few grenades, and no armor, so, and going to go with a fast play towards B. So Immunity, they've got 2 men there. They've got to make sure that they hold this without too much damage. If the bomb goes down, things... Again, Immunity's economy will start to get strained, but in they go. James by headshot takes down 2 already. There's the 3rd one from Sniper. James and Sniper locking down the bomb site. No losses for Immunity, and that's exactly the round they needed.
Yeah, that is a nice bonus, although a small one. Going forward, financially, no players lost. You can see our henchmen there, FACEIT henchmen in the background. Keeping an eye on all these players.
The closest to the camera there. Okay,
Right.
so 12-8 is the score. Immunity climbing back, James, but they still don't have the weapon advantage.
They still do not indeed, although they have 2 AKs, which helps. You can see they're going for the boost there now on a buy round this time. You can see one of the players just flying along the mini-map there. I think that was Imagine who's up in the boost spot on A.
Yep.
That's going to leave them in a good position to try and hold down the mid-area. Still early days, however. Minute 20 on the clock, minute 10. Team Liquid may go for a late mid-push there. Still got 3 guys hanging around.
Okay, so you're still going for a very late play into mid, getting flashed out there just to try to see what the hell is going on at the moment, because there's a minute left in this rounds, and they don't know exactly what Liquid are doing just yet. They could be anywhere. They're starting to file into the A main area, and we still have Imagine in that position, boosted up. Now
He's giving the game away now.
Yeah, I was about to say, it depends if Nitro really paid attention to the trajectory, but Imagine is playing it safe and falling out of the position. So that actually might be good, because it means that they're going to commit someone to actually run and check that position when they move into the site. So to be sure, and which means not all is lost, but it's still Imagine alone on the bomb site, which is a big problem here.
Liquid seem to have been just waiting to get picks here, and they've managed to get one. And or is he selling the fake here? Maybe looking for a rotation, popping up short, but it's not going to be enough. Finding the frags on the B bomb side itself, and Immunity falling down one by one. Only James remains now.
Oh my god, they don't have time to plant the bomb! Oh my god, they completely forgot the bomb. James.
That is not good.
James.
That's not a good situation. You know what, Dan? I'd say that is a bad situation. That's my analysis. I wish the Flan was here to join me for
James.
this one.
They left the bomb behind.
They left the bomb behind. Now, what impact is that error going to have going forward?
Well, it's going to mean that
Look at the
Liquid-
buy from Immunity. They've got an AWP now.
Yeah, exactly. It's mean the Liquid don't have as good a
They will
buy
have
now.
no money bonus from the previous round.
Yep.
Because they had a lot of players alive.
Yep.
This is...
Really weird.
Yes.
Super weird. 3 guys not getting any money.
There's a clock on the board. Flavor Flav style, Dan.
Oh my god. Ricky's got the AWP out now as well. And look at this. We got Sniper in mid on vents, and we have Imagine there with him as well. So this is the first time they're able to actually play into middle, because they feel like, hey, we've got the grenades, we've got the weapons finally. And with Ricky on the AWP, now where is he playing? Is he playing A or B at the moment? Ricky with the AWP. So it would be, he's playing B then, I think, with that AWP.
Yeah, it looks like it.
And now it's the delayed mid-take from Liquid. And Immunity have long since abandoned middle. They've got 1 player they're spotting, and that's all it is. Sniper just gets the spot, gonna call 2 players spotted in middle, and that can still mean anything. And they've got 2 players towards A, and they need to rotate someone quickly towards B here, because it's just Yorpa, and he can just get smoked off instantly, and they can take the bomb site. This could be a disastrous here for Immunity, but Ricker gets the first frag.
I know, but how can he repick now? He's got players waiting for him. Gets the repick, takes down a low health player Nitro. And Sniper may see the cross here. Oh, he's got a bomb. He's got no way to defend himself. Sniper going to continue to push. Oh, this is a strong position. Even if he goes down, he could get some information as to the location of the players while the rest of his team rotate. 5 versus 3 situation. Make that 5 versus 2. The position pays off for Sniper.
Here we go, Dren though. He's in a good position to take some frags. He is going to get Ustillo. They're all charging into his position all the way from Checkers, and they clean up, only losing 2 players. And definitely they're going to be really happy about that one. So Ustillo on the right there. James and Sniper in the middle.
They're still a bit stressed on the side, and they've got some catching up to do. But how much is that timeout going to throw off Liquid? Are their heads still in the game here? They've got to put it past them. But the Immunity is starting to catch up. And look at the money after the buy from Team Liquid. They are very limited indeed, and that's with the bomb plant bonus.
Oh my god, that one spot leaving the bomb behind, it's had a big impact on this match. They're going to go for a fast mid-take this round, popping the Ven as they go. And again, they can slow the pace down. They've taken middle away from Immunity. They don't have to... They can just... It's so early in the round that they can just let Immunity work for the information and then try to exploit their repositioning. And we already see a great grenade onto Ricky. He's down to 37 health, and they're going to fall out of middle now that they've pushed Ricky out of middle. So this is really sneaky here from Liquids. They've got a lot of options to play with.
That grenade took chunks.
Blew his legs off. He's crawling around.
Ricky looking like a tinned pineapple slice at the moment. And again, Cadian just pointing out the boost there. And the fact that Sniper has a lot of intel, but they still don't know if there's going to be a mid push, so they can't all rotate towards the B site. But they have to be aware that they could, the T's could try for the flank. You can see Imagine just trying to keep an eye on it, but there will be no flank. There's one flank, there's two. Not going to find a third, but the Team Liquid forces are limited. They've cut down some of the CT plays, but it's only Adren now. He needs to clutch this for his team, otherwise they're going to be in trouble.
Sniper playing it smart though.
Are they waiting for the plant?
Yeah, he's just keeping it relaxed, and Adren knows that. What an angle there from the red container. Sniper has to peek and get the trade. Oh, Adren manages to find the frag. Unbelievable stuff there. 13 to 10 the score. Can you imagine the situation Immunity would be in if they'd actually won that round? They would be able to continue the momentum. Liquid would be on eco. That was so important right now. That's going to give Liquid a chance to close this one earlier. But Immunity still have some cash to play with. But that was a huge save.
That's an absolutely monstrous clutch. That should never happen. That should never have happened. And you have to wonder if that was nerves there. Because he was just standing there exposed to the world with his back.
Yeah, it's complete, just 180 spin.
Yeah, but you saw the insta pause came in from presumably from Immunity. Just alright, guys, let's just chill down. Let's just bring the tempo down a bit and keep our heads in the game. And look at the difference that round has made. They can only muster 2 pistols here. Oh, this is tense indeed. Immunity, their lives are on the line here. If they lose this map, they are out of the tournament.
Immunity now, they are ready with 2 players on A, but they don't know necessarily what is about to happen. They got no information on the map. No one's, no sneaky sniper pushing B storage for any early information. So Liquid now going to be telegraphing the push. The nades are in. Imagine Andy Stillo on the A site. They've got to get some damage done to allow a retake to happen. But actually, Liquid, they're not pushing quickly at the moment. And Snipers push B storage again, so they know where they by the process of elimination, they know where Liquid are most likely to be standing at the moment.
But the thing is Sniper going to play... Oh, he got taken out. I was going to say, is he going to play the information game? But he didn't have a chance. He got immediately taken out by Fugly. And is this going to change the push here from Team Liquid? They were almost all looking away. They're expecting more flanks, and it hasn't gone the way of Ustillo or Immunity. I don't know if Liquid were expecting all these M4s, but it just hasn't worked out. Elysian, Fugly in tapping distance. There's one, there's two. Bomb down as well. Now we're in a 2v1 situation. He's got an AK. Fugly's only 4 HP. He's killed a player with full HP. Just needs to tap Fugly now. He could spray the door and take him out. Imagine with 100 HP. Fugly needs to find the head here. And Imagine's going to keep his team in it by the skin of their teeth. They are not out of this yet.
Oh, the sickest clutch there from Imagine. He had no armor. He was untouched there with the 5-7. And I was ready to talk about how the fact that was the game of just the battle of patience, basically, and Sniper giving away his position by pushing too far up. That should have been the losing moment there for Immunity, by allowing them to just double back into B if they wanted, or just to keep it unknown for Immunity. But in reality, you've got Imagine going huge like that. It's not going to matter, and Liquid going to fall straight on into that B bomb site, charging in. But it's going to be Fugly right now to take down just one player, and then that's going to be it. The A bomb site will be secure for Immunity, and they'll pick up another round. And this is we're getting back-to-back clutches here. Dren first with the Dren. Now Imagine going huge to swing things back into the favor of Immunity in their darkest position so far in this best of 3. And now we have Immunity in favor with the buy to take themselves onto a tie situation at 13 to 13. But they just have to pick this one up cleanly.
Liquid have left themselves with quite mixed money, but again, they're in a situation where they're feeling confident. They're feeling that they could, at the very least, do considerable damage to the money of Immunity, if not win the round with this by 3 Kevlars, 1 helmet on Fugly with the Deeg, Tech 9s and all sorts coming out. We'll see if they can do anything. First frag going in favour of Immunity. Trying to take out the boost spot player as well, but he's going to have another one to contend with. There goes Daps, there goes the bomb. There's lots of information for Immunity. Oh, what a spray down, going to take down 2. Dying hand in hand in the mid area. Only Fugly remaining versus 4. And that spray down is not going to do the job here. Remaining CTs need to play together. They're all in mid. They don't want any more damage done. But Fugly has other ideas.
Yeah, I'm not sure we're going to see some simple deagle action with him from him, but you never know. These positions are a little bit dirty, though. I doubt he's going to expect Imagine to be in this corner, and indeed he's going to check the left instead, and he will get taken down. So 13-13 indeed. Not too much in the way of losses sustained. And Immunity, they've strung 3 together now. Liquid with a full buy. Immunity with a full buy. Ricky on the AWP. Now, what are Liquid going to go for in this round? They've had some success taking middle, and that's been given to them in so many rounds that I would be surprised if they don't keep trying to exploit that. But they're looking for a fast play towards A, main, and Squeaky. But Ustillo with the push there takes down Elige. But they're still ready to go for these this set play. They're lining up the smokes from behind A main at the moment. There's Adren with his.
Yeah, that smoke looks like it's going towards the forklift Red's container area to cover the position from Car for the CTs.
The strange thing is that they'd already lost a man. It felt like this was their plan at the start of the round. That early aggression from Immunity, obviously thinning out the push already before it has had a chance to hit. But they're going with the same plan as they had when they were 5 men. So can they really make this work? They have all the grenades. The grenades are landing in all the spots they need at the moment. Nitro coming in there. He's going to go down towards Squeaky. That means they can only attack from one angle, from A main. And Immunity hold down excellently. Ustillo at the quad box there at the back of the site, able to lock it down. And Imagine, you can see him there. He looks still quite intense. Still generally quite intense looks here from Immunity. They know that it's far from over, even though we only have a few rounds left to play. They still need to take. If they are able to win this one, they still need to take it to Liquid on Mirage, and that's Liquid's bread and butter at the moment.
The problem with those smokes we saw on the site is that, well, the T's get to clear one side of the smokes, but then at the same time they've created a wall for themselves where they need to plant the bomb on the other side of those smokes, which gives the CTs the advantage. Although it works both ways, the CTs can't see the flashbangs coming in, but it's not easy for either side in that situation, and you still are getting 3 frags in quick succession there. Monster round for this team, saved them a lot of money as well as we go into the clutch rounds, the dying rounds of this map. So you can see some more discussion going on with the Oceanic side there as they discuss how to close out this game and take it to the 3rd map.
And these are the 2 big voices of the team, Sniper on the left and Immunity James on the right. These guys definitely always very, very vocal about pretty much everything, and generally tend to call all the shots for the team, Sniper being the in-game leader.
James is a massive beast. We need to get like him and Pasha to stand next to each other.
Yeah, he's a massive dude. He's a powerlifter.
Yeah.
And, well, man, that clutch from Imagine, the guy closest to the camera at the moment, that lifted their spirit so much. You could hear like a roar let out from them after he managed to pull that one off. And I mean, thanks to that, they're in this position they're in now, where they even have the favor to win this one. And we're seeing that Liquid seem to be running out of ideas here. But I have to say that mid has been going so well for them. So I'd be surprised to see them not taking mid control in some of these rounds, as we saw this just a straight up rush there from them. And there we go, mid smokes coming in, wall of smokes, counter smokes coming in from Immunity. Full Tech 9s, full armor, and full grenades. This is going to be a messy one.
Some like it messy, Dan. We'll see what we're going to get. Got the counter nades coming in for the CTs. First frag going to go the way of Sniper, but he's a bit exposed. Finding the second one as well. He's going to run out of bullets, surely, but not yet. Finding 3 frags is Sniper from a completely exposed position. Going to charge Checkers as well and bring his team to match point, Dan. Another monster performance from Team Immunity in the most important round so far.
Liquid are going to be reeling still from so many of those past rounds. Like, I mean, the one that's going to hurt the most is when they just left the bomb behind. That's going to be the one that hurt the most for them. But they still have a chance to win this in overtime. They've gone for the AK armors, just very limited amount of grenades, going for the pick plays. But that is brutal. Great grenades right at the start of the round to take Daps down to 10. And they have that mid control early on.
Daps with the... just ate the double nade there in mid. Wanted to cause some shenanigans, but he just got sent home with a red ear. 10 HP left for him. as we slow down from the initial exchange. So we've got a double boost going in. Are we going to see the flashes in the mid push here? We've got Immunity in positions to try and put a stop to it. They'll get the sound cues there. James will get the information as well, but Sniper can't turn around. What an awkward angle for him to try and find a frag. James going to find a trade in the mid area, but he's in a vulnerable position. Finding a second one. More trades coming in. 3 versus 3 now. Imagine heavily tagged on and make a run for it and give up mid, but he's going to get taken out on the rotation from Nitro and Squeaky. He's still held down at the moment.
Yeah, back into a 2-on-2 now. It's getting pretty mental, to be honest, despite all the chaos on middle. It's those at the back of the bomb site for A, and Rick is also in place. They've completely abandoned B at the moment because they know that Liquid are nearer to A currently, and there's not a lot of time for Liquid to really be messing around. They've got 20 seconds left to plant the bomb.
What's really dangerous is Daps is the bomb carrier and he's only got 10 HP. If he falls, it's going to make things a little difficult. In fact, he's the only one left versus 2. Ricky can come back in position, try and get a crossfire in time, but Daps is already on the left side of A main and he's going to fall. Immunity take it to 3 maps, Dan.
Yeah, 16-13. So many crazy rounds there. And again, Liquid, they were poised to win the match at multiple points. They had way more opportunities, it felt like, than Immunity. But just a few small mistakes, key errors, and then the clutch from Imagine. Just some great play from Immunity to kind of blow them out of the water. But again, it's all good. The thing is that we had that situation where they left the bomb behind. And as you pointed out, they had 3 guys left alive, which meant no bonus money for winning the round, for losing the round bonus money. So no cash on them. That meant that all the cash was then in the hands of Immunity, all of a sudden out of nowhere, and then Liquid suddenly had no weapons to even play with, when they should have had a full set of. They should have been able to afford AWPs as well. They actually played with no AWPs basically as well on their T side. Did you find that interesting?
Yeah, it was quite curious, and you can see an air of dejection.
I think they know that they should have won that game. I think that's how they feel. But we will take a very quick break, guys, whilst we... Okay, I guess we're going straight back to us, James.
Okay,
right.
Hello,
guys.
No break.
No break. We're going to have the analysts back here, so Fifth Lauren and Thorin have rejoined us. Now, guys, what did you think of that match there?
It was actually surprising.
Yeah.
They actually played well. Considering, like, because when they were on T side, it just felt like they did so many mistakes. Nitro was probably boosted on the A bomb, like on the A side, like up to, on the boost spot, right in the corner, probably 3 or 4 times, and they never cleared it. Not a single time was like, this is over.
The thing is, you could actually kind of see the seeds of Immunity being able to do something in the second half, because on the first half, the scoreboard said 10-5 to Liquid, so that looks like really dominant. They must be winning completely. If you actually look at the scoreboard in terms of frags, though, it was quite close, actually. Immunity had similar amounts. Lots of the rounds, like, Liquid was winning with 1 guy left, so maybe they got confident by the fact they were like, oh, we dominate the first half, but actually it was only the odd kill here and there that was keeping it from being like an 8-7 half, actually. So in the second half, like you said there on the commentary before, Liquid could never get any AWPs. They were actually usually playing with just rifles. They didn't look particularly good on T side at all. They didn't really have any really good strats. The middle control wasn't very good. The guys from Immunity, obviously, listen, they had their backs to the wall. They would have been out of the tournament if it was over. They played quite well the whole map through. So I think it was, Liquid. Key mistakes from Liquid cost them this game here, because the Immunity guys did their job. Like, they kept it close, kept the pressure on, but then the Liquid guys just, every time they were in like a 2v2 or a 2v3, you just felt like they were going to lose it.
Yeah, it definitely seems like Immunity are able to perform under a lot of pressure. As like Thorin pointed out, there was the constant threat of elimination. So we're going to be moving into Mirage now again, and it already felt like we had a situation where, okay, it's Cash. It's a great map usually for Americans. They're always very comfortable there. And Immunity, surely they should be struggling here. But they managed to win Cash. But now we're going to a Mirage, which, again, on paper should actually be worse, because this is, Liquid's best map, generally speaking. So what is your interpretation?
Do you have any stats on that?
Well, they destroyed everyone in our league on Mirage.
Their league.
In our league.
Okay.
That's like when I go in the ball pit, like Chuck E. Cheese, and I'm like beating up all the kids there. I'm like, I'm the king of this dojo. I'm not Bruce Lee, though, just kids.
This is my league. Okay, well, so far this tournament, they have not been good on Mirage.
Well, they play Fnatic.
Yeah.
The thing is, since I don't know that much about the Oceanic team Immunity, I'm going to have to just like study the etymology of this. Like, I would expect that an Oceanic team would be like, understand how to deal with water, they wouldn't get kind of like it wouldn't there wouldn't be a torrential overpour. They kind of hang in there when it was wet like that. They wouldn't get too salty and let the tears run down, you know.
No, but obviously winning catch for them because they. I have no answer to that. I'm just gonna scratch whatever he said. But winning cash, obviously, for them, they're probably hyped up.
Yeah.
And considering if they watched Liquid play Mirage yesterday, they know that they pretty much had no control of their entire T half. Sure, they played Fnatic, but just the regular layout, the standard rounds that they were playing and what they were doing was just off, like completely. They had that one smoke up in middle and just ran through it like bots. So if they haven't changed that and the Immunity watched the game, they could probably win. But again, I feel like Liquid is the better team here, and they should win.
Do you have any thoughts, James? I mean, it's hard to compare Fnatic and because Fnatic, with if you have Fnatic, Liquid, and Immunity, of course Fnatic are. It's hard to really compare that directly. I mean, how do you?
You're trying to be so political right now.
I think we'll have to wait and see. I can't.
Wow.
I'm glad on this analysis desk they keep going over to the casters who just talk for 2 hours and then they each tell each other like, I know I wouldn't want to say anything about this. How about you? Nah, didn't want to say anything either. Well, good work from us too. High five into the game. Like, okay.
Okay, Thorin.
So you'd
What
like
do
me
you
to
feel?
compare
Dig
Immunity,
into it.
Liquid, and Fnatic. Fnatic's an exceptional team, amazing on Mirage, awesome on CT side, really interesting T side strats. Liquid's quite good in some senses. I think their CT side's much better on the map. Immunity, we didn't really see much of them on it overall, so it's hard to know. I'd say Liquid should be favored.
We
on
can
this
ask
map.
this though. Okay,
Yeah.
since you obviously casted the games and stuff, right? Like even offline.
Yeah.
Did they play Mirage at all? Immunity during the online stages?
They played quite a lot of Mirage, yeah. And the thing is, again, they're against the Oceanic team,
Okay,
so
but
it's
how did
hard
they?
to make the
So how
comparison.
did they do?
They crushed everyone on there pretty much.
Oh, so they're
Yeah.
also
They're
they're
Mirage
also
is a good map
very
for them.
good on Mirage then.
What's the best position for
against
them
what
on
level of
Mirage?
opponent?
Yeah,
That's the
well,
question.
What's the
That's what
best
we're talking about.
position for them on Mirage, do you think?
Because you can't compare them to Fnatic.
Okay,
The
so
best
like
team
real
in the world. They're from
questions
a
I'm
completely
asking
different
here.
region.
Yeah. So
Cut to
putting
break,
these
cut to
two
break,
together.
cut to break, cut to break. We're gonna get fired.
Because we're not talking about Fnatic right now. We're talking about Liquid
Yeah, I know,
versus
I know.
Immunity. So
But
different
since you're
tier of
saying,
teams.
you were saying, and I'm quoting you right now. Liquid, this is their best map. They beat everyone on this map.
This is dynamite stuff
like
here.
online.
Watching
And then you
BDK on
said
the cross here,
and then you said Immunity. Yeah, they
cross-examined
crushed everyone on
by
this
lawyer
map.
for Flaren.
Okay.
But we're talking about when they're playing in their regions.
Yeah. Okay. And
Yeah.
the NA scene isn't that great.
And we're trying to
And the Ocean
draw comparisons without any real
Okay. So the question is.
context.
So the question here is, what would you say? Which one of these teams are better on Mirage?
I would say Liquids.
I would say we're about to find out after the break, guys. See you in a few minutes.